Hi everybody, my name is Heather Banks. I am the owner of Silly Farm Supplies. I'm also one of the creators of FabaTV. I am the co-producer of the Face and Body Art Convention. I'm a mom and I'm also a face painter. So I welcome you to FabaTV and getting to know me a little bit. I got my face painting start when I was about 14 years old. My aunt, many of you guys know her, Mama Clown. She took me along with her to birthday parties and clown conventions, and she usually just told me, sit, learn, watch, and paint. And from that moment on, I pretty much just followed and emulated everything she did. She took me to my first face painting gig when I was 14, and she told me just paint whatever she did. And at that time, I was super intimidated and knew nothing. But I just followed along, and that kind of face painting bug bit me, and from that point on I was absolutely hooked. She owned Silly Farm. She started it back when I believe I was about 10, so I don't want to give away my age, but I would say about 20 years ago she started Silly Farm, and ever since then I've worked with her over the summers. When I graduated college, she asked me if I wanted to buy Silly Farm. At that point I did, and ever since then we still work together along with 20 other great amazing women, including our fantastic new producer, which is one of the only guys who works at Silly Farm. So we've been able to grow this business and really have fun doing it in the meantime. What I love most about face painting is being able to work with children in color. I do a lot more face painting than I do body painting. I also do airbrushing and henna, but the face painting I love the most because I love interacting with the kids. They're the ones who give me the inspiration for new rainbow cake and arty cake colors, and they also are just really funny, and they get me out of that office work mode and they bring me back to life because kids will say literally the craziest things that you have ever heard. A tip for a new artist or anyone really interested in getting into the face and body art industry would be, the first thing is you have to love kids, because your primary customer, unless you are totally a body artist, are going to be kids, and they have a lot of needs, and when you're working closely to them you need to be comfortable because you're in their space, you're also touching them. So if you don't like kids and you don't like parents, which is the most important thing, then I say probably this might not be the right industry for you. So the first thing you want to know or ask yourself is, one, do I like kids, and two, am I comfortable working with a lot of people around me? Because typically face painting events can get overwhelming. Kids, parents love face painting, so you need to be able to work with a smile, be nice, and remember to love kids. The hardest part about working at Silly Farm and being a face painter and running FabaTV and the convention is just finding time to do it all. I love this, and this is a passion of mine, so it doesn't always feel like work, but certain days it becomes overwhelming because my goal is to give everybody the best, and when something isn't the best, then I usually scratch it and start from the beginning. So getting it all done is probably the hardest part of it all, but I can't think of a more fun job. So I encourage any of you guys to come and visit us at our new location. It is truly an awesome place. So I actually have no formal art training. I studied finance and business in school and college, and that's what my degree is in, but I always just enjoyed painting so much more. So if you followed me on YouTube, you know that a lot of my technique might be a little backwards, might be a little made up as I go, but it works for me. So that's why I honestly believe if I can paint, anybody can paint, because I'm not a natural artist. I just really enjoy painting, and I've been able to use all those cool things that I've learned, like teardrops and lines, to make myself a better painter. I get the most inspiration, truthfully, from the kids. If you guys have seen Leah, who is my favorite model, in my YouTube videos, she inspires me a lot, not only with her clothing, but just with her personality, because she'll leave a movie and come so excited for me to paint something that has to do with that movie. And for me, that's where I get most of my inspiration from, not necessarily magazines, but just the children themselves, because they bring me so much of their imagination, and my job is to help bring it to life. So it gives me challenges. It also gives me a lot of fun and focus when I'm face painting. So definitely talk to your customers. If the kids are your customers, make sure you're talking to them and you know exactly what makes them smile.